Yeah, so we're looking at the top four, and the interesting thing is, Wale, please pull up the bottom four as well for English Premier League alone. But Bundesliga,
I think this is done and dusted. I think it's done and dusted. Imagine, to show you how poor the league is this season. Bayern they've lost 4 games and they are still, top of the table.
But these ones have lost 7.
That's what I'm saying. Those ones have been very bad.
The league is very poor. It's just that the other ones that are not raising their game. Because if Bayern loses 4 games, and those 4 games were not against Dortmund and Leverkusen.
4 games is
Can you beat that?
But their finances, as well.
That league, 4 games is a lot.
It's a lot.
You can't lose 4 games in La Liga or Premier League.
In this league, do you think that if Dortmund with winning games that they shouldn't be losing, you think they will not be top of the
team? So guys, let's just call this now, Ini, for you. Bayern wins the league, right? Dortmund second.
Dortmund will be second.
Swimpy. So Bayern, Dortmund, first and second. Confirmed.
Bayern has.
I'm quite disappointed in Leipzig, though. I do not. I expect that
they lost their 2 defenders. I'm gonna pity them now. They lost. Konate. They lost Upamecano.
They don't call them money. They don't call them money.
It's not easy now. Yes,
they don't call them money.
They call them money.
They've also lost their minds.
It's not
since they are losing. They've lost their minds. Move on to the next league. Bundesliga done and dusted. This one, guys.
Barcelona second. But
I have to give it to Barcelona though.
This one, don't give them now. Collect them.
I think Barca and Atletico, they've been in mad form.
I'm not.
Atletico.
I think I'll just
look at their last 5 games.
I'll try to be very not sentimental here, but I'm very impressed with what Xavi has done with Barcelona.
No, I am very impressed.
Although I do not think is the answer on the long run.
Yeah.
I think eventually.
So wait, if it's not the answer,
let me finish.
Then what?
I think it's not the answer in the long run.
Is the export.
I think it's gonna be like an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer kind of feel.
Yeah, momentary.
He come in, he knows the club, he knows the players,
disrespect.
He knows field.
I shouldn't be sitting here to hear this from Guerrero. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Xavi.
Are you listening to me?
The way they analyze it.
I think you should take that back.
Let me finish.
The way they analyze it.
You can't take that back.
You cannot call Xavi in the same sentence.
No, he can't.
Let me finish.
You can't.
Let me finish.
See this one.
Now,
wait. You say you can. Can't how? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Xavi and other. No, take that back.
When I started,
I'm very serious. Please take it back.
Wait first now. Wait. Let me finish.
Relax.
When I started the train of thought,
they go tell me you wait.
When I started the train of thought, what I said was I do not think is the long-term answer.
You said that.
Just like Ole isn't, right? But again, he has come in because he knows the club, and then he brought a feel to it. And that's the same thing Ole did. Ole went on maybe 12 or 14, 15, and eventually he bottled it. But guess what? He got the job done until when he couldn't do it anymore. That is what I'm saying.
Okay, but
it's different.
I am saying that. You don't hear that joke before. You say
lead with that next time.
You don't hear that thing for Twitter. You say, for instance, let's just take for example, you don't have money.
If that example, I have money. I know one thing. That example, I have money. Yeah, so that's what I actually mean. I mean, look at Barcelona, guys. They were very bad.
But Jide, I want you to take something back. Number one, you said I brought a few. I don't think it's a few.
I think he brought a few.
I think it's a few.
I think it's a few.
I do think it's a few.
I don't think so.
Oh, you think you guys continue like this?
The only difference.
I think he has brought his tactical know-how to the team.
Of course.
Yeah, but
the only difference we can see it.
Yes, but I also
the only difference.
Ole's own was a proper few.
It was a broader. It was a know-how.
Ole
took know-how. No, Sabi nothing.
Yeah, now why they tell you say na feel? No, Xavi na feel. Abi?
Xavi no be feel.
I think it's a feel. You know why I think it's a feel? You know why I think it's a feel? Because he's a guy who is emotionally connected with the club.
That's why it's a feel.
So he comes into the club. He knows how to rile the players. It's a feel.
Sergio Busquets.
Can he sustain the feel over time?
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not quite sure.
Sergio Busquets is close friends. His close friends. He played with Xavi. He played with Piqué as well. Dani Alves and Xavi won things. There's an emotional connection. Boys, this thing cannot fail on our head. But how good is Xavi as a coach going forward? We will know.
We will know.
Not now. So now let them enjoy the
field. On that I agree.
Someone made a club 7th position. Only meant
United was. I believe that one. Only meant United was. Moving on, Real Madrid, top of the pile, well deserved. They will eventually win the league.
They will win the league. Yes.
I expected Sevilla to do better.
The last game was very shady.
Guess what?
Talk to me.
Barcelona have got a game in hand.
Yeah.
They're on 57 points, 12 points behind.
61.
If they win the game in hand,
Madrid have got Sevilla. They
will go on.
They will only be on.
They will go on 61 points.
I think Xavi is here to lose again.
No, 60 points.
So 90
points.
He's here to lose again.
They'll go on 60 points.
I think it's done.
In the league.
Done.
I think in the league. I think it's lost.
Well, bottom line is that you cannot fault what he's done in Barcelona. Yes, so big ups to Barcelona
How
fans.
good is Pedri?
In the last 13 games,
oh,
it's been
Lord.
impressive.
And I know we've made that conversation, but I think he's the most intelligent player at his age.
It's exciting to watch.
He's the most intelligent player at his age.
I'm sure you saw that video on our IG page when I was saying, I told Ini that guy is more.
Sorry, you just said Ini, we're not yet.
Sorry, Yubi. I said that guy is the mitochondria of that team. Yes.
Kabaya.
Well, now they got English.
Might not be English.
Biology, nucleus.
Mitochondria.
Cytoplasm.
You be the talk say.
English.
You know what you be the talk say. You be the talk say. You know think so. This one.
Leave you be alone. That one they. That one I hate.
You be be say.
I hate that.
If you talk about Pedro,
the boy is fantastic.
I like the kid.
I like the
kid.
Which
He said the kid.
He said
the kid is fantastic.
Which kid you don't bomb me? The kid is fantastic.
I saw the goal he scored. And
against Sevilla.
Usually, when a kid is very technical, as good as Pedri is, the challenge is always, what is he doing in the final third? And that's what Pedri has done this season. Because last season we saw him, brilliant guy, bursting onto the scene, playing really well, scoring, passing every game. But this season, his confidence is built. He's such an influential player in the team. He's moving the ball forward with a lot more gusto, and the goal he scored against Sevilla was incredible. Yeah. I saw the way Xavi celebrated, and I was like, he is getting into the head of these boys. Players, yeah. He's getting into the head of these boys.
And for a Barcelona fan, I would say long may he last. We take the next league right now. La Liga standings, we're done under the Serie A, where everybody...
Now, this is where the real fight is. I know there's an interest in the Premier League, but this is very interesting.
Do you know a lot of people don't watch this league?
It's more interesting because Milan failed to beat, was it Bologna in midweek? Yeah. And it was such a surprising 0-0 result because I thought Milan were flying. But watch out for Inter Milan. They've got a game in hand. They beat Juventus away from home. This is a cracker of a league. I tell you what, it's a cracker.
Napoli is also 1 point.
I think Juventus this season, they started very bad. But the way they've seeing them on 4th place is even surprising.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
When people were saying, someone is even saying that they might still win the league.
Which league?
No, that's not going to happen.
I don't think they've got that team.
At 31 with 59 points.
Chiellini and Bonucci have been out of that team a lot of time.
This is just
forget they're not going to win this league, brother.
Don't worry.
Because Milan, Napoli, Inter are stronger
points
at this time.
They're stronger now.
They're stronger at this time, and I think Inter should have actually done this deal long ago. They should be at least 5 or 6 points ahead.
They drew too many games.
Yeah, they drew too many. They've drawn too many games.
Yes.
And Napoli are really giving a fight. And the fact that they don't really have that...
They're not even giving a fight. Napoli should be the one on top.
Napoli are playing really well.
They're playing really lost form during
compared to last season. They're really, really pushing it. And it's just 7 games to win for them.
Interesting.
So, interesting indeed. It's a big, big deal. We go to the last and final league, the English Premier League, where there's a final.
Where would you be on Sunday evening?
There's a final.
I think Wale makes a very good suggestion. Yeah. I don't know if we can watch this game together. I think it would be an absolute joy.
City.
Yeah, City. Capture the moment. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to Sunday because
that'd be nice.
I fancy Liverpool. Which Liverpool? I fancy Man City. I fancy Man City. I fancy Man City because
it's going to be a draw.
At the Etihad Stadium, I don't know how they do it, but they know how to turn it on.
Yeah,
when you need them to turn it on. When you need Man City to win a game at the Etihad in the Premier League, be it Chelsea, anybody, they always win. They find a way.
Does this underline the strength of the Premier League ahead of every other league?
Yeah.
Because Liverpool at some point We're 12 points
14,
behind.
actually.
14 points behind.
I don't think that's a basis to say.
I'm asking.
I think it's a basis.
That's what I'm asking.
I think it's a basis.
And it's not even your question. It's his question. Keep quiet.
Jide, hold on.
Yeah.
You answer that.
It isn't.
Man City are, I don't know where, I think Crystal Palace are 9th on the table.
Yeah.
Man City are 9th on the table. First on the table. Scored 70 goals and conceded 18. Guess what? They've not scored against one team this season. Guess what that team is? Crystal Palace. Home and away.
Wow.
Crystal Palace. Home and away.
They didn't get a
That
goal.
underlines something about the league. That one team, can stop, say, a Real Madrid over 2 legs from scoring. You know they happen. Or Bayern Munich.
It's very possible.
It is impossible. Don't worry.
Possible.
And that team is not, okay, let's say in Spain, you think Sevilla can do that? You think
this scenario you mentioned is very possible in any league. It's very possible in any league.
The chances indeed are actually possible. But I think what Ini also he was trying to say as well is, when you have that kind of quality of City, they should be tearing teams apart.
Oh, come on, week in, week out.
But the fact that they were not able to do so,
against a Crystal Palace team.
But I'm just saying that Liverpool.
But they've always had issues with Crystal Palace right from time.
Liverpool coming back and being in this conversation, IBK, is a big deal. You really have to give it to Klopp, because he just knows how to get that things done. Simply, does that mentality that they got, that we were 12 points behind these guys before, now we are 1 point. If we win this game, is it reason enough to go to the Etihad and win?
I think it's a very fantastic, motivation for them to say, we can actually even win this league. Like, with this point. And going into that game on Sunday, they'll be telling themselves, we are the only one to blame if we lose this. We are the only one to blame, because I think they have it in the board, because City are the ones who are looking after the shoulders right now, saying there's somebody behind me. I don't have to mess up. So they're on pressure. But Liverpool is going there as a comfortable...
Where would you rather be? Would you rather be in Man City's position or Liverpool's position?
I think I'd rather be in a Liverpool's position, because United has done that before. Chill. You don't have ambition in life. Should I tell you why? Tell me. United have taken the league from Liverpool in this same position,
of course,
coming from behind to take it away from them.
How many times does he have
but I'm saying that.
How many times does he have
it shows that you don't. I'm sorry, but it shows that there are some things you don't know about Pep Guardiola.
It's not about Pep Guardiola.
The worst person you would want to chase, with all due respect to
Liverpool, Pep Guardiola.
Is Pep Guardiola.
But with this one point,
guess what?
It's doable. You can't say this is not doable.
Worst case scenario, Pep Guardiola will tell his boys, we lock the game and we'll play 0-0.
Yes. And then we're going to kill every other team remaining.
It's simple.
Which is possible.
Liverpool has Man United. That might.
They go beat Man United like person waiting for shit.
True, fair enough.
Then go beat them like.
So why you going to do that like this?
Why do you have to go there? Why do you have to go there? Why?
You know I like him.
Why?
If you don't put petrol, you go in the end you go start. I purposely say, man, you did there.
Beat them like
why are you like this? But the truth, no, and see, it's possible. It is possible that the Liverpool side can actually take it.
It's very possible.
So you can't rule that out.
But that right there, just put it out there. That it's going to be a fantastic game. I think it'll be a very, very good game. But again, there's also some interesting things on that top four. There's Arsenal in that mix. There's Tottenham, there's Chelsea in that mix.
I think Spurs. How did they do it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Conte got a manager.
They've got a manager. I don't know how he does it, because I think that Spurs team is a very poor team. I think Conte is threatening their families. I think Conte is constantly threatening them. If you don't play well today, I will mess you up.
I think Conte knew what he wanted, and that was one thing about Conte when it comes to his choices of players or his choice of players. When he came in for Bentancur and Kulusevski, or what was his name, I was thinking, these guys don't even get playing time at Juventus. Why would you want in a serious race like this? Why would you want to bring in such player to your team? But he has shown that, in fact, these guys, let me just say, they've more like been the difference. That's the truth.
Indeed, and they've been pushing. They've been pushing. West Ham is also in that conversation. Man United is where Man United is, right? So yeah, but it's going to be interesting.
But I think it's doable still.
Our attention now shifts to the bottom half. Guys, don't say anything about top half anymore. Now bottom half, and it's quite interesting. The difference in points between 14th place Brentford to 17th place Everton is what now? Six
points.
But you see,
no,
that 8 points rather. 8 points. But that could change just like that, because Everton has got at least 2 games in hand, right?
Burnley has got 2 games.
Burnley has got 2 games, and Burnley defeated Everton the last time out.
Everton have got 1 game in hand.
One game in hand. Yeah, Burnley have got 2. Some have played 29, some have played 30. Yep. But bottom line is, Norwich, guys, at this stage, every time those guys have been to the Premier League in the past recent years,
they get straight back down.
Yes, but right now, it looks as if they can still make it. It's
They will never make it.
You can never make it.
Never.
You can never make it.
I think
it's Norwich.
When
they go back to the championship now, very useless.
They'll win the
club.
championship.
Very useless come back. This Norwich, when they go back to the championship,
They'll beat everybody.
Everybody.
They'll beat everybody.
And come to the Premier League and be donating points.
I was doubting it before, but I think I want to come to realization now that Everton might go down. I saw that game against Burnley yesterday,
but they've got great players. Some great players.
They played really well.
Maybe.
He told his boys that these guys don't have the mentality to win the match.
Who said that?
I think the Everton players should I explain the scenario now to you? The Everton players, I think what is happening to them is that they have not still realized that they can relegate.
Yeah,
they are used to the mid-table mentality where when you lose game, you are still around the corner. You are not going down.
You see, Burnley can scrap in games.
That's
like
what I'm saying.
Yes.
Burnley are used to.
They're used to
now, let's analyze it. Burnley are used to relegation fights. Watford are quite used to relegation fights. Newcastle master of relegation fights. Leeds maybe this season, but they also.
But Everton have never been in this position.
They don't know how to react. I'm scared for them.
Yeah,
that's why I'm really scared for them. I saw their next 4 games. They are playing Liverpool. They are playing Man United. They are playing, I think, Spurs or more.
They have City also.
They need
like Guerrero said, I think they need to sack Lampard right about now.
Lampard is not the problem.
If I was Lampard, I'll quit.
Lampard is not the problem.
He go collect.
Lampard. Now, if he quits now. Everton play Man United this weekend.
There's Chelsea.
And guess what? You see this Man United game?
There's Arsenal as well.
It might be easier than the Burnley game.
True.
Because they play against United side who will fly forward, who will try to win the game. And Everton would think, we have good players. We can win games like this. We can win the beaten Arsenal this season. Against the bigger sides, they are tailored to play better against the bigger sides. So I won't be surprised if they get a point against United.
So they play Man United,
they will lose against Liverpool.
They may draw Leicester.
They might get a point at Leicester.
Brentford, they won't beat Brentford.
I think they will beat Brentford.
Possibly.
Arsenal needs the win. They probably beat them.
How about Watford?
That's a massive 6-pointer.
Yeah, indeed.
Now I'm excited. I think there are matches in the Premier League to look forward to.
You think they'll beat?
There's a lot.
Bro, should I tell you the toughest game for Everton in this whole lineup? These 2.
Watford, that's what I'm saying.
That's true.
The Watford game.
That's true.
Because these guys, the worst time you want to face, the worst opposition you want to face at this point is a team that is fighting relegation.
That's around you.
That's true.
And Burnley showed them yesterday.
Speaking of relegation,
and Crystal Palace as well.
No, Crystal Palace are fine.
I'm not really fighting relegation. I'm saying they can't beat Crystal Palace.
Are big boys. They are not fighting relegation.
Speaking of team that we thought should be fighting relegation, judging by the way they went about getting their coach, was Crystal Palace. They brought on Patrick Vieira.
And by his first 3 games, I think he lost his first.
Literally unknown at that level.
Was it first 2? Yeah. I think
gem of a footballer.
Start well.
Gold. Court hero. Iconic. Everything.
Hall of Famer.
He's there. But as a coach, he's literally unknown. And then look at the way he's playing his team, the way he makes Conor Gallagher feels like Zidane, the way and all of those things. And really must give kudos to Crystal Palace. kudos also almost goes to this guy at Newcastle, one manager of the month a couple of months back. Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. But I mean, it would
Harry
be interesting to
see. Things around for them.
Yeah. But I mean,
they hired him for that purpose. He's a relegation
lost
fighter.
Their last 3 games, by the way.
He needs to get back. But it will be interesting.
The fire is back. Fire, we don't go, don't come back.
There is fire on the mountain. Run.
It is not. It is not.
True that because if you look at that 31 points, all those matches they won though. That 31 points.
31.
Those Saudi boys already tell us, say, where have you been going to? We are under attack again.
He has to win games now.
Yeah, under massive attack.
But I think they will relegate.
But I think this is bad. To be honest, I think this is bad on a team that is fighting relegation. How can you even lose
3 straight games?
And they played well in some of those games, but they were very, very shite against Tottenham. But it's a redneck kind of affair going on in there. Everybody, it's winners take all. Some of those fixtures are amazing, and you don't want to miss the Premier League or football. Neither do you also want to miss the Hindsight Podcast for this conversation and the subsequent ones we'll be having going forward. And would like to thank you. Look, the most important person to thank is not this one wearing native on a Thursday.
Can you imagine?
Today in environmental for business women.
Environmental? What are you wearing? What are you wearing?
It's contemporary. Yeah, so the biggest thanks doesn't go to him, even though I have to thank him. The big thanks doesn't go to Inyobong Monday for being one of the best in the country at talking this business, or this gentleman right here who is special in every right. The biggest thanks goes to you right there for always being there, for uploading, downloading, for following us everywhere we go, for dragging us to sometimes, most of the time as well, for being part of us and allowing us in your space. We cannot thank you enough. So the Hindsight Podcast, thank you for the following. And please, let's keep it coming. We cannot get tired of being in your space. And so for now, from me, Babajide Guerrero, Swimpy, final words. Good to see you again. Great show. Thank you very much for coming.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me.
Yes, and then of course you don't call your bike man. The guy don't the outside.
He's waiting.
Okay,
he's waiting.
In your bong Monday.
Yeah, absolute pleasure. I thought we had a really, really good time. And Jide, thanks for always sitting in when we're calling you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I'm sure that'll be one Thursday every month as well. IBK Sports, the man who just joined league administrator or something. We just talk now. Congratulations, anyways. You go buy fuel for me.
Nah, small team.
Anywhere you see IBK, please.
Bilam, 50K.
IBK Sports.
Nah, small team.
Always a pleasure. God bless you. Well done.
I better go give me one of those rings.
No, an original. No worry. Guys, a very big thank you to you. So, I mean, remember in life when things go wrong for you, when things do not go your way, remember that Diego Forlan, Sergio Agüero, El Nino, Fernando Torres. These days, at the same time, Radamel Falcao, Diego Costa. At a point in their career, all played for Atletico Madrid and they left. And guess what? Atletico Madrid is still standing. Yes. You will survive. My name is Babajide Guerrero. It's safe to say we are live. And we look forward to having you join us on future podcasts from the Hindsight Podcast. From all of us here from Cloud Africa, thank you very much and God bless you. Bye for now.
Cloud. Reach out.